Alpha said he'd come with me for my prenatal checkup, but halfway there he took a call from his white moonlight and kicked me out of the car. Resentment boiled in me as I watched my mate, Alfie and Hunter, drive away. He was supposed to take me to the PAC clinic for my regular pregnancy checkup, but a call from Pano about an emergency had led him to abandon me, pausing his 3-month pregnant mate. Myra Reed, his old flame, had called him sobbing about Mutter needing him, and that it was an emergency, and without any hesitation, had yelled at me frantically to get out of the car and had driven off to her place without thinking of the welfare of his pregnant mate. My wolf whimpered at the pain of being abandoned by her mate for another woman. Fortunately, one of the PAC members on his way to the PAC clinic had dropped me at the PAC clinic. After the checkup, I called us, so he could come pick me, but he never picked my calls. I tried contacting him through our mate link, but it was blocked. I scoffed in contempt. If it were Plano, he would have responded immediately. Bitterness settled into my chest, and it stayed there even till I got back home. I went straight to bed without waiting for him like I normally do. A noise from the house woke me, indicating that it was back. I didn't move from where I lay on the bed as I watched him entering the room with a disgruntled expression on his face, probably because I hadn't gone to welcome him at the door as usual. What? No, hello, he grumbled with a scowl. Hello, I said tonelessly, still lying on the bed, his eyebrows furrowed in confusion. And sure, what's with you? He asked, looking annoyed. I slowly sat up on the bed, lifting an eyebrow at him with a cold expression on my face. Is it because I went to help Pido? She fell down the stairs. Jess, don't be so heartless, I had to go help her, he explained with annoyance on his face. I snapped. Mondas, that was why you kicked me out of your car and abandoned me. I am your mate and I am pregnant with your child. Your child? Does that even mean anything to you? You didn't even bother to check up on me to know if I got back safe. You blocked our mate link and refused to pick my calls. He opened his mouth to say something, but I cut him off. You say she fell down the stairs and needed your help? Like she's some fragile human, not a freaking werewolf that can heal in a couple of minutes? What kind of help does she need from you? I yelled, tears welling up in my eyes. Liam frowned in annoyance. Miss Delay, are you being unreasonable, Jess? You know she has no one else after her mate was killed by rogues. I'm just trying to be there for her. I clenched my jaw as I struggled not to cry. Every night you come back with her scent all over you and you keep telling me that you are just helping her. What about me? You are no longer here for me, I exclaimed. Since Plaque came back to his life, I had changed. He was no longer the caring and doting mate who was crazy about me. He was no longer the Phycian who neglected his duties as the alpha of the pack, just to make sure that I was 100% comfortable. Now he was the Tryphon who would abandon everything, including me, just to be with Parno. Mira had moved back to America from London after her mate was killed by rogues, and she wanted to start afresh in a new pack, so she got in contact with Yenin, and he had eagerly welcomed her into his pack. He released a sigh and sat down at the edge of the bed and wrapped me in a warm embrace. He pressed a soft kiss on my head. I am sorry, Jess, please don't cry, he pleaded. He placed a soft kiss on my lips. At first it seemed like an innocent kiss, but when he deepened it, and his hand slipped under my shirt, I shoved him off angrily.